Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to show you the best place I've found to get yourself a Magmasaur egg on Lost Island. We are going to be over by the wyvern cave, so you got to be careful. There's lots of wyverns that fly all around, so you got to keep your distance if you're using some of the slower birds or anything like that. For raising the Magmasaurus, you're going to need to get some sulfur. I'm going to show you where to go right after we get the egg. I have a spot that's right nearby, easy to grab some. I also definitely recommend that you have a cryopod, because when you imprint during the raising of the dino, they'll sometimes request things that you may not have on hand, and there's a trick where when you put them in the cryopod and then you deploy them after putting them in there, they'll sometimes ask for something different. You just keep doing that cycle until you find something that you're able to give them, so you get that 100% imprint. Alright, so there's a few different spots for Magmasaur eggs. I've found that the cave at 19.1, 68.6 is the best location that has the least amount of them spawning in. Sometimes I've gone there and there's none there at all and you have free reign of the cave. Other times I've gone there and there's a few outside and you got to aggro them and try to get them out enough so you can get in there without them going after you. Just be careful because they shoot fireballs and they will kill you right off your tame. So you want to be careful when you're going to do this. Once you make it inside the cave, it's basically a circle, and you're going to want to stay to the edges because that's where you'll have the most amount of space to land without a problem until you come to the Magmasaur eggs, and then you're just going to grab them and head back out again. Once you have your egg, you're going to want to head over to 24.7, 62.4. That's going to be the start to the wyvern cave. So like I mentioned earlier, just be careful for wyverns that might be flying around. There you're going to find the sulfur. Looks similar to metal, except it's going to have some like yellow rings around it. You're going to want to go there and grab yourself a bunch of sulfur in order to raise this Magmasaur. I'm sure most people know this already, but you're going to want to have a bunch of conditioners or a bunch of torches set up in order to crack the egg open. Once the egg hatched, you're going to make sure you imprint it, and then you're going to want to put some sulfur in its inventory. I recommend just putting as much as you can inside of it just to be safe. While you're raising it, you're going to want to make sure you keep an eye on the inventory and that there's always sulfur in there so it has food to eat and it doesn't starve. When you're ready to imprint, you're just going to follow what it says. In this case, we're going to have it say it wants to cuddle, which is real easy. It's one tap, done, and then you wait for the next timer to roll through in order to get the next stage of the imprinting. What I'm going to do is here, I'm going to cryopod it and then redeploy it to show you how it comes up with a different request. There you go. Another request came up. I don't have it, so what I'm going to do is just repeat the process, do it a few different times until you get something that you're able to do. Check out this fully grown Magmasaurus. They're a beast. One of the cool things about them, they are a forge on the go. You just have to enable it in the settings. They do these really cool flames when they're forging. Look at that, it's really cool. One thing to note is that you have to be in the mid 90s in order to get a saddle for it. So until then, maybe use it as a base defense if you get it before then. And you always have the ability of a mobile forge, especially if you're using a cryopod like I had suggested. Thanks for watching, and remember to relax and feel the breeze. Latest.